second DOP. Make sure USD got them NFTs. Hold on, meet me.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Chris, coming at you with the NFT City podcast. Hopefully today's a good one for everybody. As usual, I got my boy, my producer, Ati. How you feeling today, bro?
Good.
Yo, how you doing, Miggy?
Yeah, I'm here.
You
Right
chilling?
here. And what is this, episode 7? 6? I'm getting ahead of myself. Episode
6, bro.
6.
6. Yeah, bro. And I got my co-host Dom. How you feeling today, bro?
Chilling, bro. NFT City, what up? Yeah, episode 6, baby. Let's go.
Got it. All right, man. So, a few things to talk about. We're kind of switching it up a little bit. Again, it's called NFT City, so it won't just be NBA talk today, but hopefully you guys like it. But the first one that comes to mind for me is like, let's talk about the trade. We made some, we had some predictions last week. Not all of them came to fruition, but a few did. So, any big ones you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, actually, what I just spotted, just saw a highlight, I think today, just right now, Drummond is playing on the Lakers. I'm pretty sure that's his first game, but maybe the biggest Laker fan out of us can confirm.
Pass down the keys to my man Drummond.
Boom.
From Will Chamberlain to Drummond, he's as a pass down generational center. And unfortunately, I'm missing that game today, man.
You could put that on the
It's for greater
side.
causes. It's for greater causes.
That's right,
Okay.
bro. So look at that, fans. He's here for you guys, right? He's putting his feelings aside as a Lakers fan for you. That's dope, bro. I'm happy for you, man. Like, I would have really been upset if he went to the Nets. That would have just been, even if they played him 5 minutes, I would have been tight, bro. Because it's just an asset that they would have had that another team didn't. So, yeah, man, good for you, man.
How do
For
you
me,
feel
though-
about it?
I'm sorry, bro.
No, how do you feel about it?
There's only so much we can do. We got Trez. Yeah, my shit is a little low. Yeah, Drummond's gonna be a great piece. I heard we're gonna play him for more than 30 minutes, something along those lines, just to I guess get him in the groove. Vogel's a defensive-minded coach, so he's probably gonna get him up to speed, up to par with how we run the defense and what we want him to do on the, let's say, fast breaks. Just what to expect as a Lakers, and it's gonna be interesting. A lot of people have been bashing my guy, but when you're playing under the tutelage of King James, there's only greatness that can happen. To be honest.
Yeah, bro. Couldn't have answered that better than that, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a different Drummond this whatever what's left of the season. So I'm happy for it. I like it. There were a bunch of rumors of it going to the Knicks because I remember Mitch had gotten hurt. I was not with it, but you guys heard me last week talk about it. But I'm sure he's in the right place, man. He's in sunny weather. Similar like our boy Ati, who's now in Florida. He's chilling. I said, man, good vibes moving forward for him, bro. So maybe
Bro,
this
Wait,
is like
hot take, hot take. Do you think Tibbs might have caused the injury to Mitch? Maybe the Tibbs formula of how he always have people running during just off days, making sure their stamina, their intensity is always there. You think that was something brand new to Mitch, and it might have just got his body couldn't handle it.
I don't think so, bro. I just think like it's exactly. I mean, y'all know me, bro. I'm on my Gordon Hayward shit. And what I mean by that is like every time we play ball once in the year, I get hurt, and it's because like you're so excited to play, that you're just doing too much. And like even if you saw the first game back, Mitch came, he like hurt his ankle, nothing serious. And this other one, like he just wasn't. I guess it's just coordination, man. To be honest with you, like you see when he falls, he takes like big falls, bro. And that's like unfortunately like the curse of being like 7-1. Like it's just hard to be that coordinated and do all that. So
Well, 7-1 and also playing D the way we've been playing defense.
yeah, bro, exactly.
You go look
Very
at the
aggressive.
play, he's like smothering. I think who was it? Lopez? I don't know
Yeah,
who he was being.
Lopez is corny for that, by the way. He was doing the typical little thing that people do where they hook your arm to make it look like it's a foul. And yeah, he did that to Mitch, and then like he literally left the guy like where he just fell on his own ass, bro. So that wasn't cool, man. I wasn't a fan of that, especially since my guy was so eager, bro. Like he healed that hand real quick, bro. He came back like nothing changed, bro. I
But
the other one,
back to Drummond though, bro. You saw that that clip he had for the Laker Nation?
Wait, right now, live?
No. Recently. I think when the trade was completed, he was like in front of I think maybe his first interview. He just sounded like super I don't know, ecstatic. My guy was cheesing and he was like, "Yo, yeah, seen the clip, right?" So my man's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about.
yeah, bro. He
You're
sounded
guaranteed a finals trip when you play under that man. And it's like how you're closer. This is one thing people come into the league just aiming for, and that's a ring, regardless of who you are in this league. That's something you chase. And for him to, possibly think in his head like, I'm playing next to last year's champions.
Mm,
It's probably gonna happen again, where they meet the Nets, and it's just gonna be crazy. It's gonna just
yeah.
gonna be an offensive juggernaut versus a defensive anchor of a matchup, and it's gonna be amazing.
His eyes lit up when he saw Lakers. I mean, I guess anybody would,
nah,
but
for
yeah.
sure, bro. It definitely, yeah, like you said, bro. Like who wouldn't want to play with LeBron James? I mean, he said himself, right? That was like a tweet that they like found before he was in the league. He was like, my dream is to either play against or with LeBron James. So I mean, yeah, bro, it's a full circle, bro. Full circle. Good for you, man. Enjoy
Uh,
the sunny skies, bro, of LA. So,
yeah, fun fact, my guy was born in Mount Vernon.
yeah.
Actually, bro, you look at him and you see New York, right? I can see this dude like, yo, he's definitely from here.
Man,
Um,
I saw New York and Obi, and I want to trade him away already.
Nah, bro, I'm good. He good. He could come back to Mount Vernon to visit his family, or come play at MS, like play against the Knicks. But he can stay with y'all, man.
Who were other pieces that were on the trading block?
The big one for me, bro, that really got me was Oladipo to the Heat, bro. Yo, bro, Olynyk and like who else was it? Like it's not even like worth remembering, bro. It was just we're
Dorito
talking about
bag,
all
a Dorito bag.
the Dorito bag, bro. It was literally like we're talking about a potential. He was like MVP candidate at one point, like not too long ago, right before his injury, and this man just got traded for nothing, bro. Yeah, bro. The Heat are making moves, bro. And it's funny. I wrote this down as like one of my dream trade scenarios for the off season because like again putting my own Knicks feelings aside, like he's a great defensive player and he feels like he fits that mold that they have down there in South Beach, bro. Like very defensive, gritty kind of player. You know, takes smart shots. You know, I think he's gonna do real well there, bro.
yeah, I think his first game might be tomorrow.
Yeah, they did announce that.
I think that's a good fit too. Yeah, Drummond Lakers good fit. I like it, and then Depot Heat also.
Yeah, the
I
deep
like it. I like.
might be good for the Heat, especially just because their conditioning program I heard is really good, especially being in Miami, sunny weather. The way Pat Riley runs things in the Heat organization is crazy, and they have a great medical team, so they'll have a chance to evaluate his hamstring. Was it that he injured?
Like a quad or something.
Yeah,
But yeah, either
so
way, it was like something pretty serious.
yeah, they'll be able to evaluate and see how they got him on a rental, right? Like 1 or 2 years, so they'll be able to see and test how he goes.
He's a free agent this summer, bro. So that's what makes it even more interesting, right? It's like that's what everybody was kind of scared for trading for him because he was trying to get money and he was going to be a free agent. And again, they didn't really give up much to get him either way. So it's like even if he is a rental and he gives them a shot at the title again, is it worth it? Absolutely, bro. And not only that, like I don't know, I see him liking this team and not in taking a pay cut to stay in this team.
Yeah,
Because obviously, yeah,
I see big things happening down there. Bam and him on the pick and roll, amazing. He's a good playmaker too,
fire,
like
bro.
you said. He's good on ball, on both sides of the ball, two-way combo guard. He was a steals leader, and that Miami is just a defensive team. We seen from past playoff experience when they shut down the Bucks, created the wall. It's gonna be fire to watch that.
Yeah, bro, I'm excited. Yeah, for real, for real. All right. The other big one, obviously, we don't want to spend too much time on this one. Was the Aaron Gordon to the Denver Nuggets
Mr. 50.
and Mr.
I
50,
heard
bro.
Mr. 50. That man is living off that dunk contest for the rest of his career.
Yeah, bro. That's literally what he's like. Will forever be remembered as like the guy that was like deserved a few chips or whatever, like dunk contest chips and stuff.
He got robbed.
Yeah, he got robbed. And I don't even blame him for not wanting to ever do that contest again because it's just kind of like I wouldn't be surprised if like ESPN gets more views on these things for making him lose because everybody's gonna go on YouTube and be like, Aaron Gordon got robbed. Like everybody wants to see. Are people feeling the same way that I am about this? And that's kind of corny, bro. Because again, the Zach LaVine was a little different, right? Those like Zach LaVine is nasty with it, but this is different.
That was interesting. I kind of like that trade. Um, I guess he's the Jeremy Grant replacement in a way.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it, bro. Because I know that was like one of the biggest criticism the Nuggets got. Like they were saying that after Jeremy Grant left, like there was like a big piece missing for them in terms of like not a wing, but you know what I mean, with that like kind of power forward, small forward position. And so yeah, bro, I think he'll fill that role real well. He plays some point forward for the Magic, so he can play make, decent defender, athletic, and can shoot, bro. He's been shooting really well this season, bro. So he kind of fits that mold of like I can be your third, fourth best guy on the team.
Yeah, he kind of
Especially
reminds me of like Blake Griffin, kind of in a way.
I think a little bit better, in my opinion. I think Blake Griffin was just too athletic. But yeah, I see what you mean though. Like I feel
Yeah,
like Blake Griffin just had the athleticism and like nothing else, bro. It's
yeah,
like
he got the bunnies for sure.
yeah.
And he's kind of like I think he smokes bud. If I'm not, I don't know. He kind of gives off those
Yo,
hippie
bro, I was thinking the same thing. He definitely gives off that vibe, bro. He's definitely Colorado. He was dumb hyped. He was like,
word is Denver. That's
he
crazy.
is Denver. So you already know he's with it. Like he's like, they ain't drug testing no more or something.
Yo, no weed test. That is, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he's chilling, bro. He's chilling, bro. I was like, I don't know
That's
how he was
fire.
getting down there in Orlando, but yeah, he definitely gives that vibe. Good for him, bro. I hope the Nuggets make a nice little run like they did last time, man, because they were very excited watching the bubble. So, and I feel good.
Yeah,
And only that, they got McGee too, bro, which is another whatever.
no
He can give
backup
you a
center.
solid 15 minutes, for
Yeah,
Jokic,
good
bro.
backup center. Yeah, I would love to see Jokic play any day of the week, bro. That nigga's amazing.
Nice,
Yeah,
bro. He's
bro.
nice.
Masterful. Were there any other? I don't think we even need to touch on any of the other trades. I think. Actually, bro, how did you feel about the Lou Will Rondo swap? I feel like the Clippers are just scrambling to get like a point guard and
I'll start off with this one. That was a great. Yeah, let's leave it at this one because there's a few other ones that happened, but this is probably like another big one. Um, there was definitely like the Clippers were. You can tell from last year's performance that they were just a team that would just outscore opponents, and that's how they would win. And they were desperately in need of like a playmaker. They were aiming for Lonzo. Clearly, you would have to give up too much for him. So yeah, Rondo, I guess, was like the next best thing you can get. Um, I think I think Rondo's a great playmaker, very smart player. Um, I'm just not a fan of like how his game has translated to the modern NBA. It's like, he's their point guard, can't really shoot. I mean, he made a few clutch shots during the playoffs with Braun and stuff. You know, if he can bring that kind of energy, it'll be great. But I just don't feel like that's his game. So, but either way, if the Clippers have a lot of spacing. They're like one of the best three point shooting teams in the league. So I think maybe they could have somebody that's just not like a lights out shooter and just kind of facilitates the game for them. So I like it. I like it. And Lou Will, is gonna have his he's gonna have his wings that he's been looking forward to eating. So, but yeah, I like it. What you think, Miggy? Because I know you were a big playoff Rondo guy. So
I mean, that man not in my team. I care less about him. But I think it was a good piece. I guess they were tired of a big thing was the pick and roll on Lou Williams. Every time he'll get caught up on it, he was a liability because they'll get the mismatch on him. So I guess they want to kind of stop that hunt. I guess they see a little bit more intensity from Rondo. Maybe his IQ would be
Defense
picked
too.
up.
Rondo's
Yeah,
a good defensive player. Yeah,
IQ and the defense would probably translate a bit better on the defensive end. I see a big veteran presence in the locker room, especially breaking down film. He is considered one of the bigger basketball minds of this generation, of this kind of like current generation, like Chris Paul and Braun. He's held up on that kind of pedestal. So I think
yeah.
it's a plus for them. That's what Kawhi stressed last year, just silly mistakes, and he should be able to fill that role. So it's good for them.
Yeah, well, we'll see, man. Because the Clippers got a lot of heat, bro. So, if this is the piece that they needed, then wow, that would be dope to see.
Lou Will might be alright in Atlanta though. I heard he likes the clubs and shit.
You already know, man. Yeah, it was just for the wings, though, bro. That wasn't for the club. Just
I
the
mean,
lemon pepper wings.
I mean, those clubs serve wings though.
on top of that, like Trey, getting Rondo in the year, and now Lou, who's really good on the offense, drawing fouls, and we all know like Trey loves to fucking draw fouls.
Facts.
We might see a new Trey after the second half of the season if he picks some shit up from Lou Will.
It's
Hmm.
true, bro. That's in. Okay, that's a very optimistic way to look at it, right? It's like you get Rondo for the first half of the season, and you hope that he will help out with some of the defensive liabilities of Trey because he's practically non-existent on that side of the court. Um, and yeah, I mean, now he'll hopefully develop an even a better offensive game having Lou Will on his side, who again is like solid veteran in the NBA. Yeah, bro. Let's see. Honestly, the Hawks have been like on a stretch actually. Like they've been winning mad games, bro. And this is without Rondo, I think. I don't think Rondo's been playing a lot of minutes anyways. So yeah, if Lou Will just kicks it up and he plays like, 6-man Lou Will type shit, like yeah, it's gonna be dope for the Hawks because their roster looks real nice on paper, and so they gotta do something, bro. This East is coming up on them.
Yeah, they were battling a couple injuries, right? With like Gallinari, typical, and just like Bogdanovich, but they're back, and I think they've been killing since. So yeah,
Yeah,
pretty.
exactly.
What's their what place are they in the East?
I think they're like so it's like East is kind of interesting. It's like everybody's fighting for the fourth to like seventh seed right now. So if I had to guess without looking at it right now, I say six. Atiati, can you pull it up and confirm, bro? So seven. Okay, close enough. Close enough. Either way, yeah, bro. I mean, if you guys look, everybody's at 24, bro. So
Miami fifth seed. Oh my God, this playoff is gonna be interesting, bro. I know whoever Miami gets, I feel bad for them.
I hope it's not us, bro, because Miami destroyed us, bro, on Monday. Their defense is just way too gritty for us. But it's cool, man. It's definitely. I'm very excited. This is gonna be an interesting playoff, bro. It's a lot of different. I feel like a lot of teams are just
Facts.
coming up with like new heat, bro. So it's cool. But all right, fellas. Any last touches on the trade deadline stuff before we move on?
Nope.
All right, we good.
Nothing
We
rings a
good.
bell. Yeah, it was kind of flat. Not flat, but
Yeah, it wasn't too
then
crazy.
one or two more names to get passed around.
Yeah, it was cool.
Wait, RJ Hampton and the Magic is kind of interesting. Whatever, but that's he's a rookie. Good outlook on a rebuild. Could probably bigger stock on him. In terms of NBA Top Shot.
Yeah, bro. He was. Yeah, so I don't think we have a moment for him yet. And yeah, he was actually one of those players that like was. So he played like overseas with Lamelo, and he was one of those players that everybody was hyping up because he was like super nasty out of high school. Like so he's like really fast and like clearly gifted. So yeah, bro. If he has a team where he gets like some crunch time, especially since like all their guards are hurt in the Magic, that would be dope, man. It might be because that's one thing when you get drafted to like a championship team, unless you fit a specific role, you kind of don't really get a lot of time. But in the Magic right now, they're clearly tanking. Like this is time to shine. So I'm rooting for the kid. This is actually somebody that like everybody was super upset that we picked Emmanuel quickly over him. So and looking back on it, I'm glad we made the choice we did. So
Yeah, RJ Hampton. I think he'll have a good outlook in the Magic. He has some good role models under his belt in terms of like outside leadership and shit like that. So that's always a good indication as to where someone can head. Good outlook.
yeah, bro, for sure, man. I like it. It was the Magic made some moves. They're definitely taking this rebuild in the right approach. They took down a few things, sending Vucci, which is another person, they sent him to the Bulls. Um, which is interesting because I remember I was like somebody that was feeding for Zach Levine to go you know, to the Knicks, but obviously that's not happening. They're clearly on this like we need to win, we need to keep this guy happy mode. So
Yeah, that was a really big move for them, and it just double downs on them uh having a future with, they want a future with Levine. They see his potential and how big of a leap he's taken over the years.
bro, he's on some other shit right now. But yeah, bro, that's the game, bro. That's interesting, right? This guy was just this like athletic slasher, and now this guy is like unstoppable, bro. As a shot creator, so this is dope. But all right, bro. Don't want to keep the fans listening to too much about the trade deadline. It's already enough of that. But we got some Top Shot news though. One big one that we had spoken about recently was that we were going to talk about like withdrawal updates, right? So a few weeks ago, I think it was about like episode 2, I had started the process, and I was actually one of the only ones out of us that was able to withdraw money. I got approved. I don't know what was like their process for that. Especially since like I know Hayes and Dom had started before me. But either way, Top Shot just announced like a few days ago that most users will be able to withdraw money within 6 to 8 weeks, which is huge, bro. Because this has been like one of those like lingering question marks when you think of Top Shot. It's like, all right, cool. The idea is awesome, right? But it's like, how do I get my money out, right? Um,
Well,
and
let me clarify that point so it's
go,
not
bro.
confusing. But as I read it, when I try to take money out, I'm seeing that the process may take 6 to 8 weeks because of heavy demand. So, uh, not to make it sound that within 8 weeks, most people would be able to take out. It's just, from when you submit your application to withdraw, you might have to wait 6 to 8 weeks. You know, it's pretty interesting because I found the date. I think I put it in. It was February 17th. I put it in. So we're closing up on the later half of that. On the 17th of April, would it be 8 weeks? It'd be 2 months. So for me, it hasn't been that smooth. But you clearly had a good, like yours was pretty quick, right? Probably
Yeah,
less than
yeah.
30 days.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It was right away. So I don't know why I got lucky. I'm appreciative of it. But yeah, but that's interesting that you say that, bro, because maybe I misunderstood it. But either way, it's some news in regards to the idea, right? Because I know it's like one of the big red flags for this platform. So now the question for me was hypothetically, right? That it does whatever you like you said, right? The process it now has like a range at least, right? Rather than just like never, right? What do you think will be the impact, right? If like within the next few months, at least a good chunk of people can take their money out. Let's start with you, Don.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good question, bro. And I think honestly, so I checked you can actually see if you go to your Dapper balance and then you go to try to withdraw, at the very bottom you can see that there's like an estimated amount of users that can withdraw, and as of March 26th, there were 28,000 people that could withdraw. It looks like the number is growing exponentially. Prior to that, I remember seeing it growing by a few hundreds only every time they updated. So we got 28K, and I think part of the correction that we're seeing in prices has to do with people finally being able to take their money out. You just got to take a second and think, all right, you know, if you put in your money early on, which there were enough people, December, January, February, and even before that, that had their money in, made a lot of money, right? And we're just waiting to take the money out. And if you got your money sitting in Dapper, you're more inclined, to go into the marketplace and make a few buys. You know what I mean? If you have a few thousand just sitting on your Dapper, you might see a moment, you'll be like, you know what? I'm a cop it now. As opposed to you not having it there because you can't take it out, right? So I
Exactly.
think,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I guess you're probably alluding to the same thing, which is as soon as more people get access to take their money out, um, we can expect some selling in order to withdraw and take profits, enjoy some of the money you made. And I think that's probably what we're seeing with some of the prices coming back down. We're seeing a lot of undercutting happening, and I think it's simply that people looking at their moments, saying, "Okay, you know what? I need to take some of this money out because I finally can." So it's expected. I think the only thing that worried me, and this is kind of off of your question a little bit, was that originally it said 30 days to take out, and I think I sent them an email not that long ago. I sent them an email maybe a week and a half ago saying, "Oh, is everything good? What up?" Like, this was like right when you announced that you could take out, right?
Yeah.
And I, they they didn't respond, because I'm assuming they're getting a lot of demand. And then when they finally did, uh, they said 6 to 8 weeks. And when I went to check, they had changed the wording from 30 days to 6 to 8 weeks. I'm not here to sound alarms, but not at all, to be honest with you. But maybe some users, depending on maybe their volume, it isn't very clear, and that's something that maybe Top Shot can work on, is just to make it more clear why some accounts could go in, could go in through quicker, or specify, if it is certain amount of transactions that you complete, maybe your bank or whatever it is, maybe your ID, whatever it is, to give an idea, uh, on like, yo, yours might take a little longer or something, you know what I mean? Or if you meet this criteria, you might have a smooth uh, verification process. So it's growing pains, and I'm confident that I'll be able to withdraw soon. But yeah, just be aware that it isn't clear at all what lets you withdraw or not, or what gives you a time frame, how quick your verification process is gonna go through. Um, but it could be as long as 2 months. And if I get if by I guess episode maybe 8 or 9, if I still can't take out, then maybe we'll have to hit up Roham directly or something, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, facts, bro. Nah, bro, these are definitely valid concerns, right? Like, I mean, we've gone down this, right? We don't need to touch into as to why we would want to take out money from this platform at some point. But yeah, my quick thoughts, on it was the same thing that you said, which was, some people were just like, finally, this is my ticket out. Like some people there might just see that like NFTs are a fad or something. Had sold, because technically you could have just like sold a lot of this at some point, just kind of kept your Dapper balance loaded up, and then when it was time to leave, you could just leave, rather than like leave your money sitting on a moment, which is what you were saying, right? Which is clearly a strategy. It's like, instead of leaving my money chilling in my Dapper balance, not doing anything, why not put it into moments that were gaining value over time, or like the rookies and stuff like that? Um, but I am optimistic about one thing about it, is that Although it's definitely scaring some people, like it's finally giving the exit ticket for a few people. I'm hoping that at least like it will make it will make it easier for people to come into Top Shot like as a new consumer. And what I mean by that is like, let's say that before you even make an account, and the first thing you hear is that like, hey, by the way, you can't take your money out, which is one of the things that I usually warn people about, like when they get into this, right? Because it's kind of like, hey, before you put $1,000, it says just be aware, you will not be able to take your money out right away. Um, and yeah, that could be like a big thing for people where you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this anymore. And so by the time they do hopefully get this problem solved, and it's a lot quicker, yeah, maybe people could just come in here and just again play around with it for a few days and not be so intimidated by the fact that like, I'm leaving this money here and it has to stay in this platform. So yeah, both sides of both things. Any quick thoughts on that, Miggy?
Um, they were smart about it. Keep the money in. Eventually, you're gonna want to waste it. And even if you keep it in the market and you feel like your card is increasing value, if your card is increasing value, their payday is increasing value once they take that cut, that percentage. So I mean, can't really do nothing about it, but just watch. If it's their games, they set the rules, and we just
Yeah,
want a
bro.
piece of the pie. Well, some of us do, but yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean, to
whatever.
their credit, I don't think it was I don't think any of that those issues people are having with withdrawing or whatever was intentional. Obviously, it's just how quickly so many people got on. And I think they were pretty transparent saying like, "Yo, listen, we only have a." I think at one point they said, "Yo, we only have one person on this thing, doing the
Really?
verification." Yeah, and then they came out in their Discord, and they do a lot of updates on Discord, and there's a channel for that, and then they're like, "Oh, yeah, we've added to the team," so it looks like clearly there's increasing requests, and then again they're in beta, right? So there's some leeway there. It's just just some of the things you have to keep in mind, right? They also state, whenever you're buying a pack, don't load up your balance. Just try to use your card. Um, don't try to load up your balance before uh the pack drop because you don't know if you're gonna get one.
Yeah.
So they've been transparent with that. So it doesn't, to me, I don't feel like it was by design, if you will. It's just like something they overlooked because they probably didn't know they could explode this big so quickly.
Yeah, that's what
But
happens
yeah,
when you just have a small team, like you said, right? Imagine like you have one developer on this one thing, right? Like, all right, we have 100 users. Nobody's really, you could approve them one, a few a day, and like
yeah,
within a week, you could have all of them approved. And then all of a sudden, like January comes and like you have like 200K users. You're like, ooh.
yeah,
So yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. But yeah, man, hopefully good better news moving forward. And again, we'll keep you guys updated on anything we hear about as well.
yeah.
Uh,
The one good point you made though is, that's also something that we gotta gonna anticipate that could affect the market is, and we've been talking about it previously. It's like if you know you can take money out, then you're more willing to put money in, right? Um, if we know, hey, listen, so that there's been a lot of moments that I've been like hesitant in purchasing, and it's because of the fact that I can't take the money out. You know what I mean? I don't feel comfortable putting in money yet, new money in, just simply for the fact that, hey, listen, I want to take some of the profits out actually. Um, so yeah, I do think that the market is a bit overcorrected right now on some of the moments. Obviously, not all. Some of the moments went up way too wild, way too crazy. But I think that we're seeing some kind of a small floor for a good select group of moments, and some selling pressure. But that's because you're finally allowed to withdraw. And I think again, once there isn't issues with that, once it's a smooth process, verify 2-3 days. You know what I mean? If 2-3 days is kind of like what people are looking at to withdraw your money, right? You sign up, you verify. If it takes that week, for you to get verified and have the option to withdraw, that gives that confidence of, okay, I can put in new money. You know what I mean? The stimmy
Exactly.
hit, I ain't worried about dropping the whole thing. And then, and playing around with the market a little bit and then taking out. So it's it's a barrier to entry right now also. So I think, yeah, market correction right now, and then, we're gonna see good moments get lifted back up slowly as as the thing starts growing and people have withdrawn, they're taking profits out and are more confident jumping back in. So things to
Yeah,
keep in
exactly.
mind.
Nah, bro.
Ju-
It's
Just
interesting.
just like the stock market right now. I heard it's going through a little shitty wave.
Yeah.
Uh, like you said, you buy low, sell high.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. Yeah, it's a market like anything else. 100%.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
By the way, this is not financial advice. But
I'm weak.
something that, but my my first thought about this, I just if I had to if I had to put $100 on the line right now, it would be that our boy Hayes has bought an Obi Toppin this week. Um, because that is that is it's immediate thing. As soon as he sees something like immediately drop, he goes, "Holy shit! I need to go buy an Obi Toppin moment."
That's funny
Um,
though.
so yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I actually did just that not too long
did
ago.
you buy? Oh, you just bought an Obi?
Bro, listen, I've bought nothing pretty much. I've pretty much have stayed away from the marketplace for buying. Although, if you had money, this is a good time to start picking moments. You know what I mean? Like we've had a good correction and rather stable prices, right? So
Yeah.
select moments, it's not a bad time to buy, to be honest with you. Uh, but for whatever reason, I clicked on the marketplace, I refreshed, and I saw an Obi. I clicked on it, and somebody was undercutting everybody else on Obi with a serial number 548, and I was like, "Yo, I have to."
Okay,
So I just copped the 548 for 180, and
that's not
yeah, I
bad,
mean,
bro. That's nice.
It's not a
Okay.
bad cereal, to be honest.
yeah, and that's another strategy. Once we talk strats again, I think that's another thing to keep in mind is like, so when you see people that really want to get rid of the card, or want to realize their profit. Let's say they finally can take money out. They might have a good serial number that they're selling for the low.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and those are good times to pick them up and just be patient and look once in a while, keep looking through. But yeah, we'll save some of that for our next tips and how to make money. How to make money part two. You hear me? Feel me?
All right, all right. The other one that I was going to talk about was the pack pre-order, which was dope. They basically gave everybody. It was like super random. They just tweeted, "Hey, queues open within like the next few minutes." Everybody was able to pre-order a pack, bro. Our boy Greg had said that it was up to 2 million or something. Don't quote me on this. This is I don't know where he read this. I haven't read it somewhere.
They did
Um,
mention it though. I saw on Discord they talked about something 2 mil.
Okay.
That's
Either
crazy.
way, yeah, it was just mad funny because
Yeah.
when we were like, "Is this unlimited?" Like, but yeah, the fact that they had it open for 2 days, right? It was clear that they're making it so that anybody who has a Top Shot account and is interested in jumping in for the first time, here's your option, right? You can buy one pack per account, and yeah, so and you would receive the pack in like 2 weeks or so. So yeah, bro, it was dope, right? In the sense that like I know a few, like I have a few little nephews that wanted to get in this, and they're like, "Hey, I finally was able to purchase my first pack." So like that was exciting for them. Hopefully they get some heat. But now my other thing about this, right, which is like something you talk a lot about, is supply and demand, bro. And if all 300K plus users have been able to purchase a pack, I'm curious to see how this is gonna affect the market. You guys have any thoughts on that?
Yeah. Miggy, what you think? You take this one, bro.
I mean, new flood of cards, more cards in the market, More people trying to sell. That means more undercutting, more steals,
Mm.
good steals. It's gonna lead to pretty good steals. So around the time where uh, they airdrop these packs in about 2 weeks, I think it'll be a good time to check the market. Maybe a couple days later on, and see if you can get yourself a nice deal. People are gonna be excited. Like you said, it's people's first time, so they don't know what to expect. They don't know how to gauge the market. They don't know what's the value of a card.
Yeah.
And when people don't
Yeah.
know that, they tend to, like you said, put something up for sale that they might not know the worth, like we did with a couple of cards. Rookie
Mm.
mistakes. Unfortunately, their rookie mistakes is how we take advantage and how we eat. So fuck
Damn,
it.
I didn't think about that, bro. That was a good one, bro. Damn. Okay, that's it. All right, I'm looking out for that. So we have 2 weeks, April 7th. All right. That is Steel Day. Just keep look out for good serial numbers. All right. Um,
Yeah, well, just to add on to that, I think that's a great point, right? As soon as all these people get packs, they're gonna you're gonna have a good portion of them go straight to the marketplace, off rip, say, turn this into money. You know what I mean? I just paid $9 for this pack. I got these moments. I can sell this one for $30. I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the mentality a lot of people have because you can flip. And I think we just saw that with some of the Cool Cats. Cool Cats 3 came out. It As soon as it dropped and it completed, right? Marketplace was opened up, and that's also a good time to keep an eye out, right? As soon as marketplace opens up from a pack drop, you start seeing the flood to the market to sell, and there's higher chances that there's people flooding to sell than there are people ready to buy. You know, um, you're not out here if you were looking to buy all the cool cats. You're probably not queued up. There's not that many people queued up ready to buy all these moments. So you see this undercutting coming out, and with Cool Cats 3 is exactly what we saw. We saw all these Cool Cats for part 3 go down to like $30. And yeah, we brought it up in the chat, and we're like, yo, this is perfect time to scoop them up because people are over undercutting each other. And just like clockwork, within 20 minutes, they were up to 40s. At least Shy and RJ, 50, 60. I was seeing them throughout the day. Within a few hours from them dropping, you start seeing the buy pressure come in. So there's a lot of little timing going on here. You know, just wait for pack drops. Wait around for pack drops. Stay watching the marketplace. Refresh a few times, and just start seeing the undercutting, and then you're gonna see a reverse. You're gonna find some good gems that are like, that if it's part of a challenge, that we're gonna see some demand, some buy pressure eventually, right? So you're not just targeting any moment. Look for moments that are either part of a challenge or obviously LeBron or Luca or something like that, a star. Those are gonna get demand is gonna come in for those automatically. So the good thing to do is that just understand when supply is gonna hit the market, because again, a lot of supply means a lot of undercutting, which means a lot of good opportunities. So
all right. I like that. That was a good digest on
it,
there.
so what you said,
April
April what?
7th. April
Yeah,
7th.
So
it's
keep an
kind
eye
of
out.
it's kind of like the sneaker market too. Now that you kind of broke it down that way too. When a new
Mm,
release drops, people just the new wave
mm-hmm,
is just people to just jump on StockX and just throw all their shoes online, just trying to undercut
mm-hmm,
somebody, trying to get the quickest profit, even if it's at minimum maybe 50 or 60,
mm-hmm.
and people flood it, people get the steals, and some whales maybe just buy all those little undercuts and just hoard them, corner the
Yep.
market, and that's how Gs are created. Like I seen the Rising Stars pack. I see some of those moments going for like 40 to 60, and they were decent, young uh all-star caliber players and some all-star players as well. And I'm like, damn, for 60 and it being Rising All-Stars, and anytime a rise like one of those kind of packs drop like Rising All Stars or Cool Cats, is a your selective amount, they're already LE off rip. And those are
Mhm.
good come ups, I think. Even for 60, just like Shy.
Yeah,
Was it
bro, that's a
Shy?
good point.
Was it Shy in the Rising All Star? One of those. Regardless, for example, one being Shy, if he was to be in one of the packs, that's a great, future All Star, leading the team, great guard, and $60. I think that's a steal, especially if you're looking at a 5 year, hold period.
Oh, for sure, bro. Like, yeah, bro, and it's when you say that, like, because not only that, these are not even like common card moments, right? It's like a rising star, right, or like, oh, or like it came from a particular drop, like Cool Cats or anything like that, right? It's not just like a regular moment. It's even a little bit more special, right? Because, so yeah, bro. Yeah, something like that, and you scoop them up for 60, you know damn well that if whenever this market does pick back up, those are gonna be the first ones that spike right back to where they used to be. So, um, yeah, bro, definitely something to look out for. I'm probably gonna do that after this call. Like, I'm glad you reminded me about the Rising Stars actually, because those are some of the I was hoping to get one of those packs. I was successful, so it would be cool. To scoop some low key gem there, like a Dort or something.
Dort, that's one of the common occurrences, common names that you like to mention.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I like saying his name. I like defensive players, man. He a thick guard, like yeah, man, he's a good player, bro.
Word.
He's a beefy dude, bro. I like him. I like his game,
The
bro.
thickness resonates
Who
with you.
who you think is
Yeah, bro.
thicker,
I'm
Lowry
a
or
if
Dort?
mm, I think Lowry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Dort is like Diesel, like he looked like a
Mm,
football player, bro. Lowry just looked like he'd be having a lot of like I don't know, a lot of Chinese food or something, bro. He be eating swell or something, bro. And
that's funny.
he goes straight to the hips, you know what I'm saying? But but yeah, man. But yeah, honestly, you guys have been hearing us talk for a while now. And so kind of gonna move away a little bit from Top Shot and just start talking about a new segment, right? Where we're gonna be talking about the UFC actually. So maybe Dom, you wanna talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, NFT City, right? We gotta show some love to some upcoming projects NFT wise. And one that we're all very excited about, it's the UFC on Flow. I don't think they've given it a proper name yet. It's still coming soon. I signed up for to get updates, and you can do that too. If any, yeah, you guys are interested, listening, um, you can go to the Flow block, Flow UFC.onflow.org. That's the website. Sign up to get reminders. I'm waiting for that to drop because I think it might not be NBA level, but UFC's been exploding over the last few years, and yeah, I think that's also going to be exciting. I mean, think about uh, what owning a knockout from McGregor, say on Aldo, that 13-second knock, like owning that, it's highlight, you know what I mean? I think it's perfect. I think this kind of, you know, Top Shot NFT, I think works beautifully with UFC as well because UFC has a lot of it's a lot about highlight moments, about few second clips of something crazy happening, knockouts and TKOs, and so I'm excited for you for the UFC on Flow. Um, same thing like Top Shot. I think it's going to do well, and yeah, make sure you get in early because that's where the opportunities are. You know what I mean? If you grab a few moments early, and I think it was a great time to bring this up just because we just had UFC 260 this past weekend, and yeah, we saw some great fights. Uh, so
Seen one guy trying to create his first NFT moment.
okay,
What was his name? What's his name again? Um,
You mean from 260?
yeah, that skinny dude that tried to walk away.
Oh man, I missed
Damn,
it.
I forget his name.
Ati, can you bring up UFC 260? I think we put it on. Check our notes, man. Let's see some of the some of the fights that came up. Um,
Sean O'Malley. I can't forget. Yeah. By the way, the rumor name for the UFC NFT is UFC Strike.
okay.
Okay,
I
I
think
like it. I
UFC
like it.
Strike. Yeah, that's the rumor name. I think when there was a recent email that they sent out, so you could get like a first view dibs, and that was the email they sent out. That was one of the attached emails. Was like UFC Strike or something.
Damn, breaking news.
So that's yeah.
Show your sources, homie. Damn. Nah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I tried looking for the name everywhere, and the only thing that came up was it kept coming up on Flow. But I guess that just means that's on the Flow blockchain. But that's interesting. I actually kind of like that name. UFC Strike sounds dope.
Fitting, bro.
Yeah, I
It
like it.
sounds fitting, bro. For me, like my first thought about it was kind of like what you said, right? It's like imagine so being somebody that's on Top Shot, right? And we've been on it for a few months now. Is like, all right, this idea was dope, and it was like even better towards like the beginning, right? Where you just saw the market was just ridiculous, bro. So it's just like imagine if you had the opportunity to get on this thing as soon as it's first released, and you can get one of those like first moments from like their first few packs. Is like regardless of what the future for that market is, it's like there has to be some value to getting one of the very first ones, right? Which is why like even in Top Shot, like I still hold on to like all my series ones, because it's like I know that, if you were to fast forward down the line, it's like those are like, wow, you're like an OG, you got one of those. Like that holds clout, holds value. So yeah, bro, like you said, UFC would be perfect. Because here's the other thing about like basketball in comparison to UFC, right? It's like you don't see these fighters fight every single card, bro. But you see like LeBron play every single week.
Yeah.
You can have LeBron make a new moment every single week. Obviously, is Top Shot gonna do that? No. But you know what I mean? Like you will end up seeing a fighter fight only a few times within the year. And
Yeah.
so they're only gonna make so many moments at best. So what I like about it is just kind of like we're gonna see moments for what they're really for, which are moments. Like real good highlights rather than just like a basic little jab on somebody. Like we're gonna see knockouts. It's gonna get gritty, bro. I'm looking forward to it, bro. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah. Well, we hope so, right? We hope that.
Yeah, we hope so, right? I'm out here. Yeah, I'm out here more optimistic than the creator, right? So
Nah,
Yeah.
the more that y'all talk about it, it's kind of hyping me up too because now that you mention it, it's like you see more intricacies, especially in fights when it's slowed down. You see like the
Mm-hmm.
combo, the setup,
Mm-hmm.
and so imagine just seeing that in slow motion, just forming in a 5-10 second clip. You see the knockout, you see the submission, you see the little what he did, the underhook, or he did something. People are probably gonna this is gonna give great exposure to the UFC on top of what they're getting already, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah, bro. No, you guys bring up great points. I think uh there's something to the UFC as a sport that just seems to work perfectly with small clips, you know what I mean? You know, there aren't 82. You're right, like you said, there aren't 82 games set or 72 this season or whatever it is. Um for the UFC. So you're looking at like, if you wanted a John Jones moment, you can only run it back right now. You know what I mean? Because he hasn't fought. So,
exactly.
uh,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, and then when he does fight, you're looking for that. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of hype. I think. I think you're gonna see. Hopefully, like we're thinking, right? Hopefully, they take that route where, um, they actually do pick, you know, good moments and not just make a layup, just not make a some jab or a punch or something like that. Hopefully, they do take the route of more knockouts and submissions and things like that. Um, but yeah, on UFC 260, I think you know, I didn't see the whole card. Obviously, I saw the main card, and maybe Miki, you can. Did you get a chance to watch the whole thing or most of it?
I think I did. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember seeing these three fights. Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida. That's
yeah.
the one I was talking about where he tried to create his knockout reel.
Uh,
He tried to do the walk away hit. Unfortunately, the other guy had a freaking crazy chin. He got washed, but he had a good chin. I think we've finally seen the end for Tyron Woodley.
mm.
Uh, my man is officially washed.
Damn, bro.
Time to pack
Well,
it
he's
up.
yeah.
And yeah, Francis Ngannou.
So so it sounds like either Sean O'Malley's or Francis Ngannou's knockout. Which one sells for more if the moment comes out right now?
Ngannou. That
Ngannou's moment,
that
right?
was like a freight train, bro. I was scared. That was crazy. If you see that slow down, bro, like imagine taking his hits. I think one of you guys linked a leg kick from him, from a dude that probably looked my
Oh
height.
yeah, bro.
And that was scary, bro. Imagine one of
All
his
right,
legs kicks.
let me ask you a question right now, bro. Would you take a leg kick from him right now, no equipment, no nothing, and in exchange, but again, full power, bro, in exchange for like the most expensive LeBron James moment on Top Shot? Would you do
How
it?
much how much did it sell for? 200K?
I- It was some ridiculous joint. I'll tell you right now how much it's selling for at the moment, and then
200K after 40% goes to taxes. I'm left
250, bro.
with I'm left
250
with
right now.
all right, 250, 40% of that goes to taxes. I'm left like 120. So I get 100K payday for taking a leg kick. I
Yeah,
think I'll do
that
it. I
it
think I'll do
doesn't cover medical bills, by the way,
it. Bro, I
because
got
you might need
Medicaid. That's
that.
free. I got Medicaid, bro.
Oh, this hurt you, bro.
They
A
gotta
kick where, bro?
my thighs, I don't know,
Bro,
bro.
a cake wherever, bro. He's gonna wherever he chooses, bro.
Now
So what?
I'll take one to the calf, and I'm gonna just deal with the consequences later. I
The
think I'll
calf.
do
All
it
right.
though. I'll do it.
What about you, Don?
I'm taking a leg kick to my arm or something. Lean
That's
lean my whole body into it.
Nah, cause I honestly think he would take the breath away. Like I feel like his impact would like really hit my ribs. I think he'll break a rib if he gets
oh, most definitely,
to
bro.
the
Like
arm
most definitely, bro.
over.
I was mostly thinking like a kick straight to the gut, bro.
Nah, you're wildin'.
I'm
No,
just
no,
I'm more-
no.
I mean, bro, it's a LeBron James moment, right? It has to hurt a little bit, bro. It can't just be like, yeah, your
Oh,
arm,
it's
bro.
gonna
Come
hurt
on.
regardless, bro. Don't worry.
No, I'm sure, bro, but it gotta hurt, bro. If you're gonna be walking out here with some 59 LE LeBron, like it gotta hurt. So, but yeah, all right. I like where you at.
Nah, but yeah,
I
this
would do it too. I would do it too for sure. Like this is, I'll take the L for my family, bro. Might have a few shots before taking the hit, just to numb the pain.
Um, and I
yeah,
think that was a
that'll be
yeah.
crazy.
So I agree with you though. I think that Ngannou knockout would go for a pretty penny. Um, and with Sean O'Malley, I think if you're into UFC, you know about him obviously. But if you're not into it, that you might catch somebody selling a card like that, a moment of his on the low, and he's a potential up and coming star. You know what I mean? Like I think O'Shawn O'Malley has shown like a lot of promise. So you know, those are opportunities. You know what I mean? Like just fighters that people might not recognize based on the name, might sell them for cheap. Say whatever. I don't know who this guy is, but if you're listening, you're gonna know Sean O'Malley's the real deal. And you might want to sell your Tyron Woodleys too if you caught one of those and somebody wants to sell
Man, bro.
buy it from you on the high. Although I do want to say on Tyron, like you know, this is probably the best he's. I mean, he lost, but this probably the best he looked. Uh, he was actually out there fighting compared to his how he normally fights. So he was pushing forward, and I guess I don't know what came over him. He did fight differently than he normally does, and it was more exciting. So
Yeah, he had some aggression to him. I liked it.
yeah,
He got a little too excited though.
yeah, facts.
Good
Yeah,
Maybe,
career for the guy.
maybe
Shout
you
out
saw
to him.
Miggy. Maybe you saw Miggy tweet saying that he was washed, bro. So
Yeah,
you
man.
you read things like that, bro. You go in there with a different mindset. Like I'm gonna show the world I'm not washed, you know. So
His time is up. His time is up. That's also. I mean, it's not. I don't know however you may see it, but that's a cool thing about UFC. You always get new opportunities to see a new fighter emerge. Just maybe 2 3 years ago, people never heard of Khabib and how he's like kind of almost a household name. Just because he defeated McGregor and how that catapulted him and how people see, he kind of cemented himself.
yeah,
And if one of his moments are minted, shit, one of the few undefeated fighters, 29-0 in the UFC, that might go one of his beer grapples might definitely do some good numbers if it's ever minted.
100%.
yeah, bro.
Agreed.
Especially the one against Conor, bro. I mean,
Bro,
that
yeah,
would
that'd be
be
that'd
that
be
would be crazy.
OD.
I remember I was at a bar that day, bro, and I waited hours. I saw the whole fucking card, bro. And to see Connor lose, bro, everybody in the bar was tight. I was tight. So yeah, I like again if it's exactly like Top Shot, right, where it has these moments and these emotions to them. I already have my own memories towards that day, and I'm sure that on top of its freaking value that it will have, bro. So let's see, bro. Let's see. Definitely keeping an eye. I already put that email in for the freaking UFC Strike, bro, because I'm trying to get on this, bro.
Facts.
UFC Strike, you see already, it's already ringing
Rings,
barrels.
bro.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's flowing right. It's flowing. These people do great things at marketing.
Word, yeah. Then shout out to Dapper Labs, yo. Shout out to Roham and the team. Like, bro, NBA Top Shot is a hit. Out of all these NFTs, bro, hands down, probably the best NFT project I've seen. It beats their crypto kitties, and that was you know what I mean. That before this, that was the NFT to get into. You know what I mean. So they led that. Now they lead. And now they lead at Top Shot. They're leading Flow, bro. At this point, sign me up for the Dr. Seuss too. Like,
Yeah, word.
yeah, everything they touch, bro. Every IP they touch, and they doing great by it. So,
Wait, didn't y'all like Teletubbies or something like that? Are they gonna have an NFT moment? What was up with that?
oh yeah, a little side note. I don't know. Teletubbies has a Twitter account. I didn't even know that. And apparently they tweet often. And one of the things they tweeted today was like, uh, something like, "Yo, something's coming soon this week. Stay tuned." Hashtag Bitcoin.
Yo,
And what's crazier is that in the Bitcoin community or whatever, they do this thing. They've been doing for like 2 months. They've been doing this thing called like laser eyes, which is just like them putting laser eyes on their pictures, on their profile pictures, and just kind of like I think the goal is to say like, hey, this thing is going to 100K, and I'm not taking it off till it's there. And
uh, it's like a deep fried meme, kind of like a deep fried laser eyes, just like Cyclops kind of shit.
yeah, like maybe something like forget everything else, laser eyes. We're aiming for this kind of thing. That came out of nowhere, just like any other meme, just pops up. People
Motherfucking
get
incels be creating shit out of left field.
bro, and you got governors and state officials putting on the laser eyes, and then look, now we got Teletubbies too.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fire, bro. We really about to watch Teletubbies, bro. NFTs. And yeah, bro, this NFT realm it gets real weird, bro. So like, kind of like you were saying, like, big shout out to Dapper Labs. Like this shit gets weird out there, bro. Especially since like I've been working on the IG page, bro. Like some people
Yeah.
be wilding, bro. People real creative, you can say. So yeah, man. If they continue to take this approach, bro, to the moon, bro, or whatever they create. And especially if it continues to take this kind of formatted approach and everything.
Yeah, and also, we haven't talked about this between us, but yeah, recently they just got another round of funding and some big players were on there. I think they raised what was it, like 305 mil, over 300 million dollars on a round of funding, and you had people like Kevin Durant, the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan. Um so yeah,
Was Zion part of that? Because I saw today he was on some like he announced something he was gonna do like some NFT thing with like Slam or something. So yeah, but
yeah,
either way, like what you were saying, it's like clearly even these basketball players are clearly and or even again Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's not trying to lose money, is investing in this, right? So
oh,
there's
he
clearly
knows.
some like hope to this.
Yeah, for sure. And think about it. In any project, really, what makes it continue is faith, right? Faith in that project is good and that it keeps evolving and that and now you have the backing of some of the greatest basketball players, not only the NBA license, but you also have players themselves coming on board and investing and seeing the value in it. You know what I mean? You should, if you're in this thing, you should feel confident. Like, yo, you know, there's a future to this. This isn't just gonna crash. Why? Because now you're seeing big investors and people that are in the game, like putting their skin out. Right? I mean, it's one thing to come out and say, "Hey, I like Top Shot" and buy a few moments or whatever. The next thing is to back it up by funding it. You know what I mean? Giving off mills, putting millions of your dollars into something. That's next level. You know what I mean? So it adds legitimacy to it. And yeah, I never had a doubt that this would be one of the best NFT projects. But I know that yeah, NFTs as a whole, I'm pretty sure that most of them are in bubbles that will pop. And listen, I don't have any doubt that this is one of those that survives because of just everything that's coming out, all the funding, all the support behind it, all the feeling of the Top Shot experience, and all that. So yeah, anybody listening, feel confident, man, that some of the moments you're holding won't. And even if they go, even if they crash some more, I think there's a future to them. You know what I mean? So the market will realize that eventually.
Not for sure, bro. Look at CryptoKitties, like what was it like? Popped off in like around 2017 and then picked right back up recently. So it's kind of like, yeah, like, in the short term, right? Like everybody could have like clearly the market is kind of low right now. It's not like where it was a month ago. And that can definitely be discouraging. Even me, right? Who we're recording this podcast and we're clearly passionate about this. You see that it's kind of like, damn, all right. You lose some money. But that's how it works, and then, if you approach this with like that long-term goal to it, bro, you might be really looking we might see a ceiling that we didn't even see before. So yeah, bro, I'm here for it, bro. I believe in it, and clearly some other people do as well. So
Facts.
Yeah, when you're like invested in something, you kind of just kind of have your eyes glued on it on a daily basis. But one thing that Dom always says, if you look at it macro, we only been in this for like less than a year, and it feels like fucking
Yeah.
more than more than that
yeah,
has
man.
passed. I feel like I've committed like I've put in blood, sweat, and tears just trying to buy low items, which is waiting on the next news, waiting on the next drop, missing out on drops, being 50K in line. And this is only like 6 months in, so just imagine like 2 years what the evolution of this is gonna be, and just to feel it, and just to be a part of it, the growing process, the growing pains is um just to be in it, even if it doesn't end up like something like how we viewed it, it's been good runs. It gives us um just experiences and things that we could just talk about in the future, and it can just evolve into other things that might come into fruition.
Preach,
Yeah, bro,
homie.
exactly. Yeah, preach, bro, exactly. I mean, my favorite part is that, we're recording this podcast here, like up to episode 6. So that's beautiful, man. Like it's definitely creating new horizons for all of us. So shout out to Dapper Labs.
Shout out Dapper. On I think on a completely side note, and I don't know if we want to end it off on this. I think I want to take this time here to concede in a little challenge or a little competition we had internally between two teams that we created.
On that.
Twitter team versus IG team, and we're waving the white flag today, I think. So for those for those listening, I think we we run a Twitter. We run a Twitter handle, Twitter channel, and we run an IG. And I think me and Miki were responsible for the Twitter, and it was my big mouth too that brought up this competition, thinking that Twitter team was hot shit. And honestly, I never looked at the number ever. I even forgot about this challenge for a while. And then I guess the goal was, let's see who can get most followers by the end of the month. And we got washed.
Yeah,
Um,
bro. Big shout out to Shmoove. He's been helping me handle the IG. He just hits me like, if you guys will hear him on the podcast soon. Very energetic guy, like a lot of energy. And yeah, he just hits me up randomly. He goes, "Bro, we not about to lose this challenge." And I was like, "Bro, it was like mad early, bro, like 8 a.m. or some shit, bro, like on a Monday." And I was like, you know what, bro? Let's do it, bro. Let's go, let's go get this win. And bro, just yeah, bro. He got to it, bro. He was making moves on IG, bro. Like he was even like flirting with people, bro, or not. Like he got to that point, bro. Yeah, man, you got to do what it takes to win, man. So
Yeah, he went hard.
yeah, he went hard, bro. We went hard. We was doing a thing, bro.
so final count. I don't know where we started, but Twitter was slightly ahead on followers, and I just pulled it up now. 248 followers in less than a month. I think maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, probably. And so yeah, good job on the IG team. I definitely did not like your last post on purpose.
Oh,
I
and it was
I
funny. I
didn't
thought
like
about
it.
that. He like posted in his story, but he didn't like it. I was like, what's going on here? Like,
That's funny. No, but good shit. I just liked it. So
Nah, yeah. I don't really go to the IG page, but now that I'm looking at it, y'all got some good numbers. Y'all got good numbers on the boards. 50 likes. This is going crazy, man.
oh, we been working, bro. We been here, man.
Fire. Bro,
Especially
in
when you,
1 month, 250 followers, like I think that's a big accomplishment, honestly.
yeah, man. We got
It's a
we
lot of
got you
work.
guys listening, man. So it's cool, man. It's exciting, bro. Yeah, but this is only the beginning, bro. Like it was definitely like motivating for sure. Like when Dom came up with that idea, it's like, the more followers we get, hopefully the more listeners, right? So let's see, bro. Maybe we make another one down the road. We go for bigger numbers. But every small step is still a dub. So let's get it, boys.
thanks. And if you're still listening, shout out to you, bro. To be honest,
Wait,
if
what's
we
the
get
count on this? How long we been talking?
hour plus, definitely.
For sure, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
over an
we
hour.
Yo, after this, I've been drinking some Casamigos, man. Y'all should
okay.
try the reposado. It's nice. And
Yeah, definitely gonna try that, man.
if
I'm
y'all
gonna need it
haven't,
after this next
y'all,
loss, bro.
if y'all haven't, y'all should go drink some of that, then go to the deli and cop something called honey. Just cop something called honey. Don't ask no questions. Pour it in your drink or some water, and you're gonna enjoy yourself a good night with your wife or your, you know,
Significant
your
other.
significant other or whatever. You're gonna have a good
Okay.
night. It's
I,
honey. Honey is in the bodegas and the delis. Hit up the Ak. Trust me,
Alright.
that's a new
I,
wave. You won't regret it.
yeah, we leave it at that, bro. I think the man has spoken. Um, I mean, that's the best advice you give to anybody, bro. I would say. So yeah, bro. For those who are listening, yo, big shout out to y'all. Another great episode, fellas. But yeah, I think there's a wrap.
Alright, peace.
Later, my guys.